My beloved one, let's pause for a moment together. There's something deep in my heart that I've longed to express to you. The world might rarely say this, and maybe the people around you don't fully grasp the challenges you've endured, the quiet choices you've made, or the victories you've gained without recognition, but I've seen every single one. Before you think of scrolling past, understand this: what I'm about to speak might be the very reassurance your spirit has been longing for. Stay here. Like this video if you love God. These next words might change the way you view yourself forever. I need you to hear me clearly. I am immensely proud of you. Yes, you. Even on the days when you felt inadequate, when you wished you had done more, when it seemed like no one noticed your efforts, I noticed. Help is still burning within you. Even when you're weary, even when the path feels burdensome, that spark inside of you has never gone out. It's simply waiting to rise again, and I am here, nurturing it. I am overflowing with pride for who you are and who you're becoming. You've walked through storms that would have broken others. You've carried silent burdens, and I've witnessed your struggles in the hidden places of your heart. I know the lonely nights. I know the smiles you wore while hurting inside. I saw you push through with shaky hands, refusing to give up. I was there through all of it. You may feel overlooked. You may question if your life has meaning. But let me speak now with the same voice that commands seas and raises mountains. Your life is deeply valuable. You have never been hidden from me. Do you know how precious you are? Even when you doubt your calling, I am working in the unseen, shaping, restoring, preparing. You are being purified like gold in the fire. Your trials are not abandonment, they reveal your strength. I have seen your tears, and I've also seen your courage. There's a version of you that is rising, and not the one weighed down by fear or shame, but the one formed through healing, truth, and love. That version isn't a distant dream. It's real. It's becoming. Type God is with us. You might ask, how do I step into that? It begins with letting go of what was never meant to stay: resentment, fear, guilt, doubt, and lies that shout louder than truth. Let them fall away like autumn leaves, making room for new growth. You're not too broken. You're not too late. You haven't gone too far. In fact, your brokenness never disqualified you, it prepared you. I use wounds to bring wisdom. I use pain to deepen meaning. I use silence to help you recognize my voice. I know you question me sometimes. I know you get angry and wonder why I allowed certain things. Why did I seem silent? Why didn't I step in sooner? But child, your anger doesn't frighten me. Your questions don't push me away. I welcome them. I would rather you come to me with your pain than run from me with your pride. Let your raw honesty be the bridge that brings you closer. Yes, life has wounded you. It hasn't been fair. But I promise you, nothing was wasted. What you thought was the end was only a turning point. What you feared would ruin you has become the ground where new strength is sprouting. You're not weak because you cried. You're not lacking faith because you questioned. You're not helpless because you feel weary. My grace is enough to cover all your flaws. My power is most evident in your weakness. So hear me now, this is not your ending. A new page is turning even as you read this. It's a chapter of healing, and not just surface level, but soul deep. One that rebuilds from the inside out. A chapter of restoration where what was stolen is returned, and what was buried is brought to life. A chapter of joy not temporary or artificial, but steady and abiding even through hard days. Yes, this chapter will stretch you, growth always does. But it will also liberate you. You will be freed from cycles that have kept you stuck, from voices that used to define you, from invisible chains you didn't realize you carried. You might feel like you're walking through fire right now, but know this, I am walking in that fire with you. You will not be consumed. You'll emerge from this time with a story that gives hope to others. But don't give up now. There's still purpose in your breath. Your heart still beats with destiny. You are needed. You are chosen. You are part of something bigger than you know. Even if no one else tells you, I will keep reminding you. You matter. You are cherished. You are mine. Let go of yesterday. Release the lies. Lay down the shame that was never yours to carry. Take my hand. Type, my Lord is with me. Come with me into light, into peace, into joy, into freedom that no one can take from you. You've come this far for a reason. And now, we walk forward into beauty, into purpose, into glory. The world needs your light. You were not chosen by coincidence here, but by divine design. There's nothing random about your existence. Every breath you've taken, every heartbeat, every tear shed in secret, and every burst of laughter, it all matters to me. I've seen it all. I counted the moments you felt unseen, the times you cried silently, the prayers you whispered when you thought no one was listening. I was there. I am there. I've never left your side, dear, not even for a second. I know there were moments when your heart felt so heavy it was hard to smile, when even joy felt like a mask you had to wear to survive. I saw the shame you tried to hide. I saw the fear that stole your sleep, and the anger that surged when life seemed cruel and unfair. I saw everything, and still, I drew closer to you. My love does not shrink back from your pain. It doesn't turn away from your sorrow or recoil from your broken places. My love leans in. I wrap myself around your wounds, and not to shame you, but to heal you. I never asked for your perfection. What I've always wanted was your sincerity. The real you, not the version you think I want. Bring me your confusion, your heartbreak, your disappointment. Bring me the bitterness, the silence, even the rage. I can handle it. I already have. You were never meant to carry the unbearable expectations others placed on you. You were never meant to be defined by the harm people caused or by the love they didn't give. Their opinions don't define you, mine do. And I say, you are valuable. You are restored. You are mine. Let that truth speak louder than every lie ever spoken over your life. You've been in a season of deep refinement, and yes, it has hurt. The losses, the betrayal, the closed doors, so they've cut deep. You've wrestled with me in prayer, pleading for answers. I didn't cause your suffering, but I have used it to shape you. I've been working in the fire, not to destroy you, but to transform you. What the enemy intended for harm, I am weaving into something glorious. I know the process has been intense. I know there were moments you felt completely alone. But you have never been abandoned. I am the one who keeps every promise. I finish what I start. And I've started something beautiful in you. So don't give up before the breakthrough arrives. Don't let weariness have the final say. You are closer than you think. Even now, I am reviving what once seemed lost, relationships that fractured, dreams that died, peace that faded. I'm breathing new life into the places you thought were barren. Where others saw ruins, I see strong foundations. I'm rebuilding brick by brick, moment by moment. What I create will last. Storms may still come, but they will not tear down what I am constructing in your life. Type Amen to claim it. Every tear you've cried is sacred to me. I hold them all. I redeem them all. For every sorrow, I am planting joy. For every fear, I am anchoring peace. For every betrayal, I am pouring grace. What you lost will be returned in fuller, though not always the way you imagined, but in ways far greater than you ever hoped for. Yes, you've been through so much and I honor your journey. But now it's time to lift your eyes. Look ahead. Look higher. There is more waiting for you, more joy, more love, more purpose. Let go of the guilt that clings to you like a second skin. I never created you to walk in shame. My mercy wasn't poured out so you could remain chained to the past. It was given so you could walk freely into your future. Let the past rest. I've already forgiven you. Your slate is clean. Now, forgive yourself. You were never meant to replay old regrets. I've already wiped them away. Rise up, my child, and not in arrogance, but in purpose. You were created for such a time as this. There are people waiting to hear your story, to witness your healing, to feel your strength. Don't hide your scars, so let them shine as proof that I restore, I rescue, and I redeem. Your life will tell a story not of ease, but of faithfulness. Mine. You have not been forgotten in the chaos of the world. I know your name. I've engraved it on my hands. My eyes are always on you, and my heart beats with love for you. Even when your faith feels shaky, even when doubt tries to creep in, I remain. I'm not swayed by your emotions. I'm not moved by your fears. I am steadfast in my covenant with you and I will never break it. I will give you wisdom when your mind is confused. I will pour my peace into your spirit when everything around you feels unstable. And my joy, a divine, unshakable joy, will be your strength. So hold on. Don't walk away. Don't believe the lie that says you're alone in this battle. You are surrounded by angels, by grace, by my never-ending love. You are being carried by divine mercy, led by a hand that never fails, held by arms that never grow tired. You are wrapped in heaven's breath. Let this truth settle into the deepest parts of you. Let it silence every fear, every accusation, every anxious thought. You are my creation. My treasure. My warrior. My beloved. And nothing or no mistake, no failure, no past, no harsh word can separate you from my love. So now, breathe. Breathe deep. Let peace fill your lungs. Let go of the panic, the fear, the guilt. Not because your pain didn't matter, but because healing is happening now. You're being made whole again. You are ready. Step forward into the light of this new day. Speak with boldness. Love with courage. Walk in joy. And never forget who I am with you. I walk ahead of you, beside you, and behind you. I surround you now and forever. Prepare your heart to receive this truth. It's time to release what has already run its course. Let go of what has been draining your strength. You don't need to hold on to things I've already removed. There's no benefit in revisiting wounds I am in the process of healing. Trust the journey as it unfolds. My timing is flawless. Though it may stretch your patience, it is forming you for the very breakthrough you've prayed for. Do not confuse my silence with absence. My hand has never left yours. In the quiet, I am performing miracles of designs so intricate, only I could orchestrate them. You are being positioned for a move so astonishing, so precise, that it will quiet every voice of doubt. But yes, I see the weight you're carrying. The heaviness no one else notices. The exhaustion that clings to your soul. The ache that you keep hidden behind strong words and gentle smiles. Let me speak gently to that hidden place. Don't let bitterness grow in your heart. Don't carry shame over your pain or the scars you bear. They don't mark failure. They are signs that you survived. I grieve with you over what was unjust, over what hurt you and tried to break your spirit. I saw every single moment of it. Every tear you cried alone. Every forced smile. Every time you held back your sobs in the middle of the night. And even then, you were never forgotten. Never abandoned. Never invisible to me. You are still here for a reason. You are still breathing because your purpose hasn't ended. I know you've had days when you didn't like who you saw in the mirror. When shame whispered lies to your soul. When you thought you'd fallen too far or failed too much. But listen, child, my grace is deeper than your guilt. My mercy outruns every one of your mistakes. Nothing can put distance between you and my love, not the darkest night, not the deepest regret. I'm not pushed away by your imperfections. I'm drawn in by your honesty. When you bring me your brokenness, I offer healing. When you surrender your weakness, I pour in my strength. So don't be surprised by the intensity of the battle you've been in. The enemy knows what's coming. He senses the shift, the rising, the transformation. He tried to grip you with fear, drown you in anxiety, convince you to stop her, but he failed. You are still standing. You called out to me and I am answering. Now the tide is turning in your favor. The storms that tried to take you out are clearing. What was meant to destroy you is becoming the very platform I will use to lift you higher. I am preparing a table for you even in the presence of those who misjudged you, dismissed you, and doubted your worth. The stones thrown at you will become the foundation of your new beginning. Yes, I know you still carry remnants of fear. But remember who I am. I am the God of holy surprises, the Redeemer of lost time, the Master of divine reversals. I love to bring life out of what looked dead. I take what was broken and make it beautiful. I bring last-minute victories, impossible turnarounds, and joy where there was sorrow. I will not only restore what was taken from you, I will multiply it. The years that felt wasted, I will redeem them. The dreams that were buried, I will bring them back to life. The relationships you thought were beyond repair, I will heal what seemed too far gone. So lift your gaze. Can you feel it? That stirring inside? The shift in the air. That's me blowing away the residue of the old. That unease in your spirit. That inner pull. It's the sound of chains falling. It's the echo of freedom declaring itself over your life. Even if you step forward with trembling feet, a step anyway. Every step you take in faith weakens the grip of fear. Let joy return to you, not the kind that fades, but the joy that saturates the soul, the joy that dances even in the middle of difficulty. Laugh again. Let your spirit dance, even if life still feels uncertain beneath you. Because the enemy celebrated too soon. The battle he thought he won is already turning. I have the final say, and my final word is not defeat. It's not shame. It's not failure. My word over your life is victory. Restoration. Redemption. Life. To the ones who looked down on you, to those who judged you harshly or mistook your struggle for weakness, I've seen them too. But don't let anger take root. Don't let your heart be poisoned by resentment. Do not answer cruelty with bitterness. Choose forgiveness. Because in your forgiveness, you rise. In your mercy, you walk in true strength. I will be your defender. I will show your worth, not with loud proclamations, but through undeniable fruit. Your life will speak louder than their words ever could. Your transformation will be your testimony. Your peace will silence every accusation. So now, a broken bar, pause. Breathe in my peace. Let it cleanse the tension in your chest, the fears in your mind, the regrets in your soul. Exhale the shame, the guilt, the lies. Let go of the what-ifs and the should-haves. The future is not up to chance. It rests safely in my hands, and I've already called it good. You may be trembling today, but you will rise tomorrow. The very things that once kept you grounded in fear will be the wings that help you fly. The pain that once made you hide will become the very reason you shine. I'm placing new dreams inside of you now, not ones born of desperation, but of divine vision. Dreams that carry healing. Dreams that create legacy. Dreams that go far beyond your lifetime. You are not just surviving, you are being reborn. And through you, I will touch generations. Your healing will ripple through families. Your deliverance will break generational chains. Your testimony will birth hope in others. So walk boldly. You are not the same person who cried in the dark 6 months ago. You've been reshaped by fire, rebuilt through pressure, and made resilient by my grace. Keep going. Heaven rejoices with every step you take toward the life I've destined for you. And know this, your reward is not only in eternity, it starts now. In this moment. In this breath. I'm not finished with you. In fact, I'm just beginning. I see the storms that have risen inside you. The nights when your mind raced and your chest felt tight from invisible pressure. I've heard your silent crease when your lips didn't move, but your soul screamed out. And in those very moments, I was nearer than your breath. You've questioned why certain things didn't work out. Why doors closed just as you reached for them. You've whispered, was it my fault? But hear me out, what looked like rejection was actually my redirection. I closed those doors because they weren't aligned with your calling. They may have seemed good to you, but I knew they would never lead you to your best. I'm not a father who withholds, I'm a father who protects. What I didn't allow was out of mercy. What I will allow will be out of perfect love. Still, I see how your heart carries bruises, disappointments, delays. I don't dismiss your pain, I hold it. I cradle it. And I turn it into beauty. The unbearable moments, they'll become your breakthroughs. The scars, symbols of endurance, of faith, of divine survival. Others will look at you and not just see what you've done, but the light that shines through you. That light is me. That light is alive in you. Yes, there will still be voices that mock your hope. There will be people who can't understand your journey. But don't let their doubt infect your faith. Their limits are not yours. Their cynicism is not your truth. You are mine, called, chosen, and marked by heaven. So when anger swells from the pain, when injustice and betrayal make your soul ache, bring it all to me. Don't hide it. Don't stuff it down. Lay it before me. I created your emotions and I can carry their weight. Not to silence them, but to transform them into something sacred. Even the ashes of your age can give rise to something holy. Let me show you how to respond with grace without becoming weak, how to carry peace without ignoring your truth. Because you won't always understand what I'm doing. Sometimes, my silence will feel like absence. The waiting will feel like a number. But know this, I am always moving. Always working behind the scenes. Always preparing something that will make sense in time. You might feel like you're holding on by a thread, but I am the one holding you. And I never let go. I know the sadness you've carried has sunk deep into your bones. The loneliness, the grief, the ache of unfulfilled prayer, so it's weighed heavily, even when you've hidden it behind busy days and practiced smiles. I've seen the tears you've cried in the dark, the questions you were too afraid to voice. Will I always feel this empty? Will joy ever return? Hear me clearly now, our joy is not lost. It is being renewed. Even now, deep beneath the surface of your weariness, I am awakening something bright, something steady. And when the right moment comes, the joy will bloom again, not like a fleeting spark, but as a constant companion that walks with you through every valley and mountain. Yes, I know you've wrestled with regret. You've replayed past choices. You've stared at the reflection of yourself and whispered, can I be forgiven for this? My answer is and always will be yes. Absolutely. Completely. You are forgiven. Not partially. Not conditionally. Wholly. Irrevocably. Forever. There is no stain too dark that my mercy can't cleanse. No shame too heavy for my grace to lift. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not the moments you wish you could erase. You are mine. Redeemed. Reclaimed. Renewed. And I've given you a new name, your beloved. So shake off the guilt that tries to hold you back. Let go of the shame that chains you to yesterday. I do not define you by your failures. I see deeper. I see the softness in your heart that still hopes for me. I see the yearning in your spirit for something more. And I am responding to that cry. Yes, your transformation has already begun. Bit by bit, layer by layer, I am restoring you into the fullness of who I created you to be. So be open to wonder again. Not the kind that startles, but the kind that restores delight in your soul. Expect me to move in ways you didn't predict. Not every blessing will arrive wrapped in shining moments or grand celebrations. Some will come in quiet afternoons. In small laughter. In sudden peace. In the stillness that whispers, "You're safe." I love surprising my children with goodness they never saw coming. Stay awake to my movement. Stay sensitive to my voice. Miracles are unfolding all around you. Darkness may try to cast its shadow again. But remember this, my promises are not subject to the weather. They are unshakable. My power is not dimmed by hardship. It shines brightest in the middle of the storm. I will carry you through. Hold tight to my words, not your worries. Let truth anchor your soul. You do not need to give access to everyone. Not every voice deserves your attention. Not every presence belongs in your peace. Set boundaries not from selfishness, but from wisdom. You were called to walk faithfully, not constantly exhausted. So breathe again, beloved. Let peace fall over you like rain on dry land. Let help stir in your chest like morning light. The worst is behind you. And the best to its beginning. Don't settle for what was. Open your hands to what can be. I am here. I've always been here. And I always will be. Let's walk together into this new beginning. God says, my dear child, I know the pain you've been through. I see the tears you've cried when no one else was watching. I've heard the silent prayers you whispered in the darkness. I have not ignored you. I have not forgotten you. I have been with you all along, even when you couldn't feel me. I am your God, and I love you more deeply than you can imagine. You have walked through hard times. You have felt broken. You have faced losses, rejection, disappointment, and fear. You have questioned why things happened the way they did. You've wondered if I was still with you. But I want you to know, child, that everything you've gone through has a purpose. It's not the end of your story. I am still writing the next chapters of your life, and they will be beautiful. The trials you faced were not meant to destroy you. They were allowed to strengthen you. I am shaping you, refining you, and preparing you for greater things. The fire you went through was not to burn you, it was to purify you. I am building your character. I am strengthening your faith. I am teaching you to trust me, even when the road is unclear. You may have felt weak in the storm, but I was holding you the entire time. You may have felt like giving up, but I was giving you strength to keep going. You didn't walk through that valley alone, I walked with you every step of the way. And now, I want you to know this truth deep in your heart, I will bring you out stronger than before. Yes, stronger. Stronger in faith. Stronger in love. Stronger in courage. stronger in wisdom, stronger in hope, stronger in peace. I am not finished with you. What you see now is only part of the picture. I see the whole masterpiece. I see what's ahead. I see the healing, the joy, the restoration, and the breakthrough. I see the doors I'm going to open. I see the blessings I'm going to pour out. I see the people you'll touch through your story. Don't let your pain define you. Let me define you. You are not your past. You are not your failures. You are not what others said about you. You are who I say you are. And I say you are chosen. You are beloved. You are redeemed. You are strong. You are my child, and I delight in you. Even now, I am working in ways you cannot see. I am setting things in motion for your good. The waiting is not a waste. I am using it to prepare you. I am using it to grow your faith. You are learning how to trust me more. You are learning how to listen for my voice. You are learning how to walk in obedience, even when the path is unfamiliar. You've been through enough pain. You've cried enough tears. Now comes the season of strength. Now comes the season of healing. Now comes the season of victory.